The last class we were discussing about file related commands. Okay, cat commands for displaying and creating the files. cp, rm, okay, with multiple options, with different options. Okay. Then emd, it can be used to move a group of files to a different directory, or it can also be used to rename a file or directory. Okay. So Navina,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, what is the command that we can use to remove a directory? What is the command that is used to remove a directory?
RM
RM.
KDIR.
Okay, RMDIR. Okay, Nikita. Nikita. Nikita, what is the command that is used to delete a file? RM. Okay. Moving on to the next topic. So next topic we were discussing about the more. Okay, so more command. So in the more, so more is used for displaying the file which has more than one page. Correct, which has more than one page. Okay, had already given this example. I have a file with the name test2 test2.txt. Okay. It will display the content. Okay. So to move forward, how do I move forward one page? What should I do if I want to move forward one page? One page at a time, navigation.
Press F.
Okay, if I want to move one page, press F. Okay, if I want to move backward, then
Press B.
press B. Okay, so this will move backward. So if I want to quit, then if I want to come out of this command, stop the execution of this command, then I need to press Q. Okay, Q, it is for exit. Okay. And next we have 4 topics under this. Okay, the repeat factor. Okay, repeat factor. Okay, suppose if I press 3F. Okay, single F stands for moving one page forward. 3F stands for moving 3 pages forward. Okay, so 3 pages forward it will move. You can see the increase in the percentage. Similarly, if I want to move backward 4 pages, then I have to press 4B. Okay. So look at this. Okay. I will press 2F. Okay, I will press 2F. This is the change in the percentage. Okay, it was in 8%. Okay, now it is in 58%. Again, I will press 2F. Okay, so it has ended the reached the end of the file. Okay, so same way, say I press 2F. Okay, 58%. I will press 2B. Okay, so 2B again 2 pages backward. Okay, again it will come to 8%. Okay, 2 page forward, 2F, 2 page backward, 2B. Okay, same way you can use different repeating factors to move backward or forward. Okay. So the next one is repeating the last command. If I want to repeat the last command, so assume that my last command is 2F. Okay, I have pressed 2F. I want to repeat it again. Then I can go for a dot. Okay, so I'll execute this. Okay, so assume that I had pressed F. Okay, it has moved to 35% one page forward. Again, if I want to repeat that F, okay, the repeating factor, I can go for F, okay, or I can go for dot button. See here, I click on dot button. Okay, I will click on dot button. Okay, it will go one page forward. Again, I will click dot button. See, I'm not pressing F. Okay, instead I am going for dot. Okay, press dot. It will move to one page again forward. Okay, again you reach the end of the file. Okay, so like this you can use repeating the last command with the dot. Okay, so if 10 page, okay, 10F is used. Okay, and by pressing dot, okay, again it moves 10F, okay, 10 pages forward. Okay, so like this you can practice, okay, with the dot. And the next one is searching for a pattern. Okay, I want to search for a pattern. Okay, so here, so this is my file. I'll be searching for a pattern. Okay, more. So like this you have to give the pattern s slash, okay, and then search for a pattern. So give the pattern name. Here, pattern is nothing but a string that you want to search. Okay, I'm giving here 1964. So that is what I want to search. Okay, in the file test2.txt. Okay, I want to search. So this is a pattern I'm giving 1964, which I want to search in the file text2.txt. Okay, now you can see it will list the page. It has got where we have 1964. Okay, it will move to the page where we have 1964. Okay, you can use key n. Okay, you can use key n. Okay, if you press n, okay, it will go for the next option string. Okay, see here I am clicking on the next n. Okay, when I click on n, it will show the page. Okay, the next, see 1964, the page which has got next. See here, this is what the difference I have done. Okay, I added the word next here. Okay, so this is the next 1964. Okay, the previous one that was the first string 1964. So this is the next 1964. See, once more I'll execute the same command. Okay, see here, first time it is showing this 1964. Okay, previously I don't have a next word. Okay, this is the first time it is searching for the option. Okay, with the string 1964. When I click again n, okay, it releases one more page with the string 1964. This is the next 1964. So like this, I have two 1964 in the same file text2.txt. Okay, so two options are two string I have in the same file 1964. Okay, so this is the string searching for a pattern. So the next one is using more in the pipeline. So you can use more in the pipeline. So this is, we have already seen cal command. It is used for displaying the calendar. So this symbol, okay, it is called as a pipe. Okay, so the symbol, it is called as a pipe. So pipe, what it will do is it will execute the previous command. Okay, so this is my previous command, calendar. Okay, and it will give the output to the next command. So next command is more. Okay, so it will, like, there are two commands here. One is cal. What it will do, it will execute the first command. Okay, it will get the output. and that output is given as an input to the next command. Okay, so this is example, okay, how you can use more, okay, in the pipeline. Okay, so if I minimize, so in a single screen you can see all the month. Okay, if you minimize, okay, if I minimize and execute this command, okay, you can see in this screen I can see only till September. In the screen it fits only till month September. Okay, if I want the next, I have to press next. Okay, move forward with the F or move backward with the B. Okay, you can go for enter key. Okay, so enter key, as I press enter key, it will display all the months. Okay, so this is the example for using more in the pipeline. Okay, clear with the, so this is the first one is repeat factor. Second is you have to use the dot for repeating the commands, and you can also search pattern, okay, using more. Okay, and then you can also use more in the pipe. Okay, so this is about more paging output. So moving on to the next command, LP. So next command is LP. Okay, it is used for printing a file. Okay, so LP subsystem, the command prints a single copy of the file. So what is the file that I had given here in the example, stack.c. So this is a file name I'm passing. Okay, so LP, it will print a single copy of the file stack.csc. .c. Okay, so after doing this job, okay, after you enter this command, okay, once it is done, it will execute the next line. So in the next line, it will display three things. Okay, one, it will display the ID. Okay, so ID, it is PR1. Okay, ID is PR1, and here then it will give the name of the printer. Okay, and then it will give the job number. Okay, ID, printer name, and job number. Okay, so now we are not connected to the printer, so you cannot execute this command, LP command. Okay, if I execute this command, LP, okay, it doesn't work, okay, since we are not connected to the printer. Okay, so this command is not working. Okay, so if you are connected to the printer, you can print a file using LP command. So moving on to the next one. Any doubt? Any doubt? Prajwal, any doubt? Any questions?
No, ma'am.
So moving on to the next one, WC. Okay, so WC. Okay, so WC, I have already executed this command WC. Okay, so can anybody tell me why WC is used? What does the WC give?
Word count.
Okay, it will give the number of words, then
Characters, number of characters.
number of characters, then
Byte count.
byte count. So byte is one byte for one characters. Okay, so character count. Okay, so this is, I'm running it for 11. Okay, so this is the file I'm running the command. Okay, so this is what the output I'm getting. Okay, so it will start from 0. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is 4 is what? 4 is what? The number of lines. Okay, the number of lines that we have in this file. Okay, starting from 0. Okay, So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. Okay. Then how many characters I have? Sorry, no, how many words I have? 5 words I have. Okay. So single separately it will take, there are 5 words and 13 characters. Okay, including line, space and all. Okay. New line character, then space, everything, 13 characters and the name of the file. So here WC, it will print, counts the lines, number of words and number of characters. Okay, is it clear? So it will print the number of lines, number of words and number of characters in a file. Okay. In WC we have 3 options. Okay. So option first one is -L. Okay. So -L, okay, followed by that WC -L, give the name of the file. Okay. So -L, it will give you the number of lines. Okay. If I just want the number of lines, I can use the option -L. Okay. So otherwise, I can go for -W. Okay. So -W, it will print number of words. Okay. Number of words. Okay. If I go for -C, okay, it will display number of characters. Okay. So this is 4 output. Okay. I mean, 3 things: word, character, and line. Okay. So we can get it individually by using -L, line, -W, word, -C for characters. Okay. If suppose, I want to run this command for 2 files. Okay. So I can give number of files as input for WC command. So here I am giving 2 files. Here, if I'm giving 2 files as input, okay, I'm giving this 3, which is a shell file, okay, with the extension .sh, okay, it's a shell file, and one, it is a text file. I'm giving these 2 files as an input. Okay, these are arguments I'm passing. Okay, there is no option. Okay, command is WC, and argument is, there are 2 arguments. The first argument is a file name 11, and the second argument is a file name 3.sh. Okay, so I am passing 2 file names. Okay, and here it is printing the line number, count of words and count of characters in the first file, and this is the number of lines. Okay, so 1 means it is 01. Okay, you can see this file. Okay, so it will start from 0 here. The count will start from 0, 0, 1. Okay, so there is, okay, 0, 1. Then number of words. Okay, number of words, number of characters, and the file name. Okay, and at the last it will display the total. Okay, if you give multiple files as input, it will display even the total number of characters, word and line. Okay, so that is about WC command. The next one is OD. Okay. So OD, it is used for displaying the content in the ASCII octal values. It displays the content in ASCII octal values. Okay. So here I will execute this command. Look at this, OD -B. So what it will give is, it will give you the ASCII octal values. Okay, the octal values of this characters. Okay, in one I have these things. Okay, but it will display the ASCII octal values. So this is the octal values, different octal values of 1, 2, 3, the space and all. Okay. So each line is having 16 bytes of data. Okay, each line is having 16 bytes of data. Okay. So there is one more option minus B. Okay, along with there is one more option C. Okay, see the difference. When I use option C, okay, it will display even. Okay, so it will display the characters. Okay, so characters along with that ASCII octal value. So one, it is octal value 61. Okay, for tab space, okay, new line. Okay, two, it is 62 octal value. So on. Okay. So it is. So here it is giving position. Okay, offset value the position. Okay, here the first one it is taking 16 bytes. Okay, so starting from 0 to 15. Okay, so that is why the next line it will start from 15. Okay, so each line is taking 16 bytes. Okay, any doubt in this? So OD it is used for displaying the content in the ASCII octal values. Okay. Any doubt in this topic? Any doubt in WC command and OD command? Are you there? Pratiksha?
Yes, ma'am.
Pratiksha? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
So this ends your
Yes,
one
no,
module.
ma'am.
Huh? Yes, come again.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this ends your one module. Okay. Any doubt in this module? So this is any doubt in this module? We have seen so many commands. This is the first module. So first module syllabus. So to just summarize, okay, to summarize. So first we saw the Unix architecture. Okay, so Unix architecture where we have the core. Okay, the heart of Unix or operating system. What is the heart of Unix operating system? Or the core of Unix operating system?
Kernel.
Kernel. Okay. Then we saw the features of Unix. Okay, multi-user. Then you can use regular expressions. Okay, so many command features we saw about Unix. Okay, then Unix structures. Okay, it is more about similar to architecture. Then Unix is following a specification or a standard, which we call it as POSIX standard. Okay. Then the command general structure. Okay, what is the general structure of a command? What is the general structure of a command? What is the syntax? Okay. In C language, syntax. Okay, what is its syntax? How it looks?
Word option argument.
Okay, word option argument. Okay, word is a command. We have multiple options which will start with the hyphen, and after that with the space you have to give a arguments, multiple arguments you can give. Okay. Then we saw about basic Unix commands. Echo, okay, for displaying. Printf, it is also similar to echo, but you can give in the output in a formatted way, okay, using percentage %d, percentage %s, same as a C language. Next, we saw ls command for listing the files with options, different options. Then who command to know about yourself and who and all is using the system. Date command to get the date. Password to change the password. Cal command, Okay, for displaying the calendar, combining the commands. How do we combine the commands? How do we combine the commands?
Using semicolon.
Using semicolons. Okay. Then meaning of internal and external commands. Okay. So there are two types of commands, internal commands and external commands. The internal command, it will be in the shell, and external command, you can find it inside different folders. Okay. Then type command. So why type command is used? Type command
To know it is internal.
to know.
To check whether the command is internal or external.
Okay, to check whether the command is internal or external. Okay, knowing the type of the command and locating it. Okay, so root login. Okay, to become the super user. So to become the super user, we can go for su command. Okay, so su command, if you use, you will become the root user or super user. Okay, then moving on to the next part, Unix files. Okay, categories of files. What are the different types of files? What are the different types of files? How many types of files we have?
Three.
Three types. What are the three types?
Ordinary,
File, device file,
Okay, device files, ordinary files, and one more.
naming file,
One more file. Ordinary file, device file,
directory file,
directory
device
file.
file.
Okay, directory file. Okay. What about boys? Are you guys sleeping? Huh? I can get the answer. I'm getting only the answers from girls. Huh? What boys are doing? Hmm? So now this time the boys will answer. Okay, girls will keep quiet. Okay. So next is organization of the files. We have different files, hidden files. Okay. Standard directories, parent-child relationship with the diagram. Okay. Home directory. Okay. Home directory. How do you find the home directory? Boys, home directory. Home directory. How do you find the home directory?
Echo home.
Echo,
$home.
echo dollar home. Who is the person who answered? May I know your name?
Nishant.
Nishant. Thank you. So next one is home variable, reaching required files. Okay, path variable. Okay, so path variable is used to find what are the different paths. Okay, your kernel is searching to execute the files. Okay, so manipulating the path. Okay, different types of path names, relative and absolute. Okay, what is the difference between relative and absolute path?
absolute path is one which starts with root or slash.
Okay,
Relative path is one which does not start with slash or root.
okay. So next we saw directory commands. Okay, different directory commands. So very important. Okay, don't get confused. Okay, so directory commands is meant only for directories. Okay, not for files. So directory pwd. Okay, print working directory. cd for changing the directory. mk for making the directory, and rm for removing the directory. Okay, then we saw dot and double dot. Okay, dot for current directory, double dot for parent directory. Okay, and how it is used in path names. Okay, and finally we saw file related commands, cat, mv, rm. Okay, for removing the file, cp for copying the file, wc and od commands. Okay, so this is all about module 1. So I have uploaded the notes, okay, in Microsoft Teams, okay, under files. Okay, under files I have uploaded the notes. Okay. So once you verify whether you are able to access the notes, okay, if you are not able to access the notes, just let me know. Okay. So let us look into some of the questions which is asked in the question paper. So this is 15 scheme. Okay, we are studying 18 scheme. Okay, so only few questions you will be able to get. Okay, they have merged modules. Okay, in 18 scheme they have merged module 1 and module 2, and few topics have been removed. Okay, but still you can go through these some of the questions. Okay, so with the need diagram, explain the architecture of Unix operating system. Okay, so architecture of Unix operating system with the neat diagram, 8 marks. Okay, parent-child relationship. You have to draw the tree diagram. Okay, tree diagram. What is parent and child in the Unix file system for 4 marks. Okay. Next, explain the following commands. Okay. So TTY command. Okay. So this command is not there for you to study. Okay, in this syllabus. This is for knowing the terminal. Okay, I had executed and I showed you this command. To know your own terminal, you can use this command. TTY, the name of the terminal. Next, printf command. Okay, date command, and this is one more command you name that is not there for your syllabus. Okay, so printf and date command. So like this, they will ask you in the exam most of the time. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, with the numbers. Okay, with the example. Okay, you have to give the syntax and example. Okay, 4 marks. Each carries 1 mark. Okay, salient features of Unix operating system, 8 marks. Okay, difference between external and internal commands in Unix with the suitable example, 4 marks. Okay, explain the following command. This is not there. Echo, cal command, password. Okay, so look into this. Okay, so this is module 2. Okay, but this time in 18 scheme they have merged few topics of module 2 also in module 1. Okay, so illustrate with a diagram a typical Unix file system. Okay, Unix file system, and explain the different types of files supported in Unix. Okay, you have to tell the different types of files supported in Unix system. Okay. And then we have the name. Okay, this is also not there. Okay, how the command is used for creating and deleting. This is not there. Okay, this is also not there. Okay, so only this question. Okay, the different types of files. So moving on to the next one. This is one more question paper. Okay, look into this. Architecture of Unix operating system with the neat diagram. Okay, same question. Internal and external command. Okay, explain with any 3 example for each in each type. Okay, internal and external, you have to give 3 examples each. Okay, so this the field of explain the fields of /ext, okay, and /shadow. So this one I had explained when I was explaining the Unix files. Okay, so different paths we have. Okay, so what you find inside this and what you find inside this. Okay, so this for 4 marks. So you can find the login names and the login password. Okay, login names and login password, which will be stored here. Okay, and man command you don't have in the syllabus. Okay, next one, printf command, passwd command, date command, and who with the example. Okay, describe with the appropriate command how to display and set terminal characteristics. This you don't have. Okay, this terminal characteristics you don't have. And Unix file system with the neat diagram. Okay, Unix file system, you have to tell different types of files. Okay, and absolute and relative path. Okay, with the example 4 marks. Okay, why home is used dollar home. Okay, path, different paths you can get WC. Okay, and PWD. Okay, this one. Okay, so remaining it comes in second module. Okay, so this is one. So this is 15th scheme. Okay, look into this. Features of Unix operating system. Echo command, ls command, who command, date command. Okay, like this you will get different commands. Okay, man you don't have. Then these two commands. Okay, this what is there in the content of these two files. Okay, and this is not there. Types of files. You can see, you can find what are the important questions. Okay, in this examples, and you can in this question paper so many times this has been repeated. File types available in Unix. Okay, parent-child relationship. Okay, home, CD, PRW. All the commands are very important. Okay, you can expect one question of this kind. Okay, and you can see cat, MV, RM command, CP command, WC command. Okay, 7 field outputs. Okay, this is not there. Okay, let us look into 2018. 2018 question paper. Again, features, internal, external commands. Okay. See here, this is somewhat new. Write the output of the following command. Okay, so you have to execute this command cal 8 1947. So what it will display? If I type cal 8 1947, which month it is? 8. 8 is August. Okay, so August month, which calendar? 1947 year calendar it will display. So this is the output you are supposed to write. Okay, so you are supposed to write the output. Okay. So next is echo command. Okay, so echo today's date is in the single quote they have written date. Okay, in the single quote it is written date. Echo. Okay. Single quote today's date is so today's date is okay. So this is how the output you are going to get. Try to execute this. Okay. So if you put it in single quote, double quote, okay, I think it is a double quote or single quote, not sure. But if you put it inside double quote, then whatever the quote you put for date, it will appear as it is. Okay, so it will appear as it is. Okay. Next one is date. So next one is date command. Okay, so I had already explained this date command. Okay, with the different options. Okay, percentage A, percentage X, percentage Y. Okay, just execute this and see. Okay, I have shown you. Okay, this one. And command argument and options with example, suitable example. Okay, how an ordinary user can become a super user. Okay, or super user can become an ordinary user. Okay, the SU command explanation, and for the topic you have to explain. Okay, how the prompt will change from dollar to at. Okay, so explain that. Okay, explain with the suitable commands. Explain file system and Unix file system with the neat diagram. Okay, parent-child relationship. This is very important question. Okay, has been appeared for several times. What is a path name? Okay, what are the different types of path names? Okay, so write a command line to perform the following. You have to write the command changing current directory to home directory. Change directory. Okay. So changing current directory to home directory. How do you change? cd dot or cd, if I type, it will change to home directory. Changing to parent of parent directory. Okay. Parent of parent directory. How you do this? Parent of parent directory. Changing parent of parent directory. Check this, okay. Changing parent of parent directory. Next, cp and od commands with the options. Okay. Explain the output mv. Okay. So it will mv. It is used for moving the file as well as renaming the file or directory. Okay. If I type like this, what will happen? mv. Execute this and see. Okay. It will change the name from this name to this name. Okay. From file name to dir name, it will change. Okay. Next we have ls. Okay. ls with the pipe. So this is a pipe. Okay. So it will lease the pipe, lease the files. Okay. See, execute this commands and you check. Okay. If you have any doubt, you ask. Okay. Again, this command, it is a pipe. Okay. I had shown you a pipe, correct? Like this, we are typing P, the pipe, WC minus L. Okay. So here, who, it will not give any output. Okay. But actually, the who will give you, okay, the list of user, list where who and all are using the files, who and all are using the operating system. Okay, who is using the operating system list. Okay, if there are 2 or 3, okay, then that line number it will give, minus L will give the line number. Okay, so who will not get executed in this, okay, in this terminal. Okay, so execute who. Okay, write the output. First you write the output for who. Okay, write your own output. Okay, so you can write like this. You can write like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines you can write. Okay, and after writing 5 lines, okay, this 5 lines, whatever you get, that is given as an input to the next command, that is wc minus l. So what wc minus l will do? So wc minus l will count the number of lines. Okay, so it will count the number of lines. Okay, so in your textbook the line number is starting from 1. Okay, but in this terminal it is starting from 0. Okay, they have given it from 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will give the output as 5. Okay, so give this output first. Okay, and then you type ls wc minus l, which will give the output as 5. Okay, so for this example, if you give, it will give the output as 5. Okay, so if you are using Unix operating system or Linux, try to execute this. So I have one more. I will take 2020. I will take this. Okay. So this is very simple. So kernel and shell. Okay, you can see here this is 17 scheme. Okay, previously we are discussed about 15 scheme. These are all 15 scheme. Okay, so this is 17 scheme. Okay. Kernel shell relationship with the need diagram. Okay. Example, command options, file names as argument, different types of commands, echo, ls, and foo command, features of Unix. Okay. This man you don't have. Okay. Printf, password, and cal command. Okay. And next one is categories of file and what is a file. ls command with options, mkr, rmdir, od, and mv commands. These are all straightforward questions. Okay, parent-child relationship with diagram. Okay. Cat, rm, cp, wc commands. Okay. Absolute and relative path. Okay, this is about permission. Okay. This is topic we'll discuss later. Okay, this is not part, this is permission. Okay. So there is one more question paper. Okay, I'll show you one question in this. See this question. Okay. Assume that you are in $home $, so this is your home directory. Okay. Which of this command will work when executed in sequence? Okay. Explain with proper reason. Okay. So you can see here. Okay. They have executed mkdir command and few times they have executed rmdir command. Okay. See here they are trying to execute these commands. Okay. And finally you have to draw the tree structure. Okay. Tree structure. I'll execute this. Okay. So this is one interesting. Whether the first command will work mkdir a bar b bar c. Whether this will work. mkdir. Whether this command will work. I'm trying to create a directory with the single argument a bar b bar c. Okay, what it is giving, cannot create a directory with this name a bar b bar c. You cannot create. So you can see here it has not created any file as with any directory with that name. Correct. So what you are supposed to write? You cannot create a directory with the name a bar b bar c. Okay. So this is not working. This is not going to work. Next one is mkdir a with the space a bar b. mkdir a with the space a bar b. Whether this is going to work? Whether this is going to work? Answer. Please answer. Whether this is going to work?
Yes.
So what we are doing here? First we are creating the parent directory A. Okay, inside the parent directory we are creating a child directory B. Correct. Let us see whether this will work. Yes, it is working. Okay. See here a directory with the name A is created. Inside that you can find one more directory B. Okay. Now, so this line is over. Okay. Moving to the next line. Go to the next line. Okay. So I will delete this. Okay. So in the first line, the first command will not work. Okay, you can give the reason. So this command will not work. Okay, and but this command will work and it will create a directory, and inside that it will create a directory B. Okay. Moving on to the next question. mkdir a bar b, a bar b bar c. mkdir a bar b, okay, a bar b bar c. Whether this will work? Whether this will work? I'm creating the parent A. Inside that I'm creating a child B. Inside that I'm creating one more child C. See here. It is creating B. Inside that it is creating C. Okay. So this is, so you have to draw the tree. Okay. Tree structure means what? First you have to draw A. Okay. And inside that parent is B. Okay. And inside that one more child is C. Okay. So this command will work. Okay, it will create a parent A, and inside that it will create a child B. Inside directory B, it will create one more child C. Okay. Next command rmdir a bar b bar c. rmdir is for removing a bar b bar c. Okay, look into this. rmdir a bar b bar c. Whether this will work? it is doing? A bar, B bar, C. Did it delete any file? What it has done? It has deleted which file, which directory? It has deleted. Okay, we are entering directory A. Inside that we are entering the directory B, and then we are deleting, okay, the directory C. So what this command will do? It will enter directory A, it will enter directory B, and inside that it will delete the directory C. Okay, so that is what the explanation you are supposed to give. Okay, next one is RMDIR A bar B. Whether this will work? RMDIR A bar B. Whether this will work? We are first deleting the parent, okay, and then you are deleting the child. Okay, this is your parent directory A, and then we are deleting the child directory. Whether this will work? Whether the order is proper?
No.
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 Correct. First
No.
you have to delete child, and then you have to delete the parent. Okay. So what it will do? Fail to remove A. It is not possible to remove A directory. It is still there. You can see here. It is still there. Okay. So, but what is happening? When I try to execute this command, okay, it will fail to execute remove A. Okay, but what it is doing, it can remove child B. Okay, it can remove child B, but it cannot remove the parent. Okay, the order of executing this RMDIR command is wrong. Okay, first you have to, if you want to remove like this, okay, you have to go for the reverse order. First you have to write A bar B, and then you have to write A. Then both the directory will be deleted. But if you write like this, then only the directory B will be deleted, A will not be deleted. Okay, cannot remove directory A. A cannot be removed. Okay, so that is about this. And the last one, what you see here, MKDIR A bar B, A bar Q, A bar B bar, P bar R. Okay, so what we are doing here? MKDIR, okay, A bar P, okay, A bar 2 space A bar P bar R. So what we are doing here, inside A directory we are creating one more directory P, inside A directory one more directory Q, and one more directory, this P is already there, okay, and inside P we are creating one more directory R. So inside A we are creating P and Q, okay, inside P we are creating R. Okay, so this will work. Okay, see here. Okay. So this is the final structure of directory A. So inside A you have P and Q, and inside P you are having R. So like this you have to draw a final structure of directory A. So what is the final structure? The parent in the tree you have to draw. Okay, you have to draw a tree. So you know to draw the tree, correct? So the parent in the root you are having A. Okay, there are two child P and Q. Okay, two child P and Q. Inside P you are having R. Okay, so like this you have to draw the final tree structure for the directory A. Okay, so I'll upload all these question papers. Okay, please go through. Okay. Please go through the questions, execute the commands. Okay, answer your attendance.